Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would do a little get ready with me. I'm getting ready for my Sephora holiday meeting for this year. I also have a couple other things to do before that. I have brunch with a friend, and then I have a hair training session, and then I go to the holiday meeting, which is, the theme I believe is glam or something along those lines. So I have to kind of go dressed to brunch and my first meeting for that, which will be kind of weird because I feel like I'll be totally overdressed, but I'm gonna at least just have my face and my hair done and not my actual outfit on. But yes, I thought I would just kind of record myself while I get ready playing, but if not, I will just keep talking to you guys and just kind of talking about my life, I guess, kind of a little bit about me as I get ready. So I have honestly no idea what I'm gonna do for this makeup yet. I haven't even thought about it. I haven't considered anything. I just got out of the shower, so I'm gonna just moisturize my face. I've been liking the True Self Organics Herbal Moisturizer, not just because they sent it to me, but it's actually a really cool like jelly consistency. It's like this really odd gel that leaves a really nice matte finish on your face. So I feel like it works really well for makeup applications. I feel like my brows look so thin on camera, but you just can't see all the little hairs. So if you think that I look crazy, I mean, yeah, my brows are pretty thin right now, but not, I feel like, as thin as they look on camera. Anyways. I think this guy would be super awesome for people who have oily skin because it does kind of leave a kind of dry, tight feel, which I don't really mind because then I feel like my makeup will kind of sit better if I don't have like a slippery base on as my moisturizer, you know? So I've really been liking it. I feel like oily skin people would really like it as well. Okay, so for my kind of primer, I actually just bought this last night because I have been loving it on clients at work for like custom makeovers and things like that. So this is the J1 Jelly Pack. It's a dramatic firming skin with, this sounds really weird, dramatic firming skin with improved elasticity and pore smoothing. They did put a comma there, dramatic firming, comma, skin with, that doesn't make any, like a jelly. I don't know if you can consider this a moisturizer because I don't know if it really moisturizes the whole time. It gives a really nice kind of tacky base, which has been awesome for foundation, especially if clients have dry skin, if they have acne that's kind of drying up. If you pat this over, it's supposed to be patted, not smooth. If you pat this into their skin, it'll kind of create like a really cool like layer over it, and then that will let foundation sit on like dry acne patches or like older skin over like their wrinkles and stuff so much better. And if they have a lot of pores too, this really helps. So like I said, it has to be kind of patted into the skin and not like rubbed. You really have to pat it in. And then you kind of feel like it tacky. I mean, it already is pretty tacky. But this is kind of what I imagined the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm to feel like. And it just never felt this nice and tacky. So I just ended up tossing that guy. Because it doesn't really give me that tacky feel that everyone talks about. I feel like it's all just a lie. But yeah, so I threw that guy away. And this has been awesome because it really does give a super sticky base for foundation, and it has been looking really good on all types of clients at work. So I'm like, I've sold so many. I told myself, Susie, you might as well buy one since you keep convincing other people to buy it. So I bought it. Tube. I finally finished up my old one, so I'm just going to slide it everywhere. I like a pretty full coverage with this guy, so I like to go in, which is typically not what I do with stick foundations, but this one I feel like I can get away with it. Like I can do it and it won't look super heavy. With my Cover Effects, my Smashbox Primer Oil. I'm gonna put a little bit of that on my beauty blender. Okay, and then I like to kind of just pounce it everywhere just so that a little bit of the oil kind of gets on my whole face. This is my third holiday meeting with Sephora. This will be I'm going on to my third year. My second year anniversary actually just passed recently, which is really cool. Time's flown. It doesn't even feel like it's been 2 years already. So for concealer, I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I love this guy. It's amazing. So putting it underneath my eyes. So yeah, third year with Sephora. Time's gone by so fast. This year just went by so fast. I'm gonna take some Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. It's in this guy because mine broke. If you follow me on Snapchat, you saw this a while back. My tub, the whole like sifter part where the sifter connects, like that little, the part where it kind of screws on, all of it just like shattered. So I'm just gonna bake a little bit, mainly underneath my eyes so I don't get all creasy. So put a little powder on, sets in my nose, now this is my mouth, a little on my forehead. And I'm gonna dust it away because since I am so dry, certain days it feels really tight. Other days I can get away with it, but some days my skin just cannot handle it. I've also been kind of difficult lately. I don't know what it is. I think I might have just become a little bit more aware of their shape. People always ask me like how I started working at Sephora, and honestly, it was all because of the fact that I went in there every single day for almost a year. I worked right across the street at Forever 21. So anytime I had a shitty work day at Forever 21, which was most days, I would just pop into Sephora to get happy again. 5 people, actually 6 if you count Ashley. They would always see me when I walked in, or as soon as I walked in, they'd be like, oh, you're back. Oh, hey. And they started to learn my name. You know, I would look for them whenever I had questions. One of the girls did the cash wrap, so she was always there. She was magically always there whenever I bought stuff. She was like at the cash wrap, literally 95% of the time. So they all just got to know me, and after a while, you know, they were always like, oh my god, your makeup looks so good, looks so good. And then after a while, they were like, you just need to work here because you're here so often. And I was like, okay, like that can never happen. So they told me that for months. I never really took it seriously. And then one day, one of my coworkers was like, or he was my coworkers, one of the guys was like, he was like, hey, I'm gonna go get my store manager. You stay in here so you can meet her. And I was like, I don't even look that good today. And he was like, girl, you look good. So I was like, oh god, no. And then he brought her over. I talked to her and she was like, yeah, just go home and fill out the online application. And like, we'll give you a call. And I was like, cool, right? That's gonna happen. The next day they called me and I was like, my interview was 2 people, just me and another girl. Mainly because they thought that I was 2 people. So they thought that I was Susie and they thought some other girl was Asusena. So then when we got there and she called roll, she was like Asusena and I was like, me. And then they were like, oh, we're just waiting for Susie. And I was like, that's also me. And then they were like, oh, so it's just the 2 of us, the 2 of you guys. So my interview was pretty small. The other girl was very outgoing, very talkative, and she was kind of overpowering the whole thing, which was very frustrating for me as a very shy individual, especially at that time. At that time, I was still like really bad. So I left the interview feeling like I wasn't going to be hired because this girl had tried to like one up me after everything that I would say. But then sure enough, the next week they give me a call and they're like, yeah, we're going to offer you a position. They knew that I wanted to be in color, but they were like, unfortunately, they were like, all that we can offer you is a cashier position and not a color position. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine, I guess. And they were like, yeah, but if you want to be in color, you know, it'll take you like 6 months to a year to be able to move around. So I was like, okay, like that's cool. I wanted to work at Sephora for so long, I had no issue being there for like a year before I was in color. So I accepted, and then my official hire date was like middle of October of 2014. And yeah, I was a seasonal cash wrap gal. 2 weeks into my employment there, I was in color, which was a lot shorter amount of time than they told me. which is funny because, yeah, they were like, people don't usually move around fast. So yeah, that was really cool having that happen so quickly for me when they told me that it was going to take me a while. It's kind of how it happened for me, just because they all knew who I was and they were all always super encouraging. And the guy who had me talk to the store manager actually put me down. He had me put him down as a referral because he was like, you need to work here, put me down. And I was like, okay. So I did. And then that's how, when they called me the next day, they were like, yeah, it was one of the guy managers. He was like, we saw that you know Joshua. And I was like, oh yeah, he's always the one that helps me and he's always the one that's encouraging me. And because he's a senior artist, he was like real, like he's very, his opinion matters quite a bit. So the fact that he was the one being like, she needs to work here, she needs to work here, that was like the main reason I got in so fast, and it all happened so quickly for me. So that's kind of how it happened. I got that question a ton, which is really funny. I get messaged a lot on Instagram actually because of that. A ton of people were asking me, so thought I would just put that out there. I'm gonna go into the eyes next. I'm gonna use my Enigma primer from Urban Decay. I need to buy another one of these because it is limited edition, and I love this primer more than I love any other primer. It's really awesome, and I just feel like the color is perfect. It's kind of like Painterly meets Soft Ochre from MAC, but it's not super dry and like pasty. So actually I think I'm gonna do some other stuff first. Am I content with my brows? 100% no. I'm just gonna thicken them up a little bit on this side. I'm so nervous to start hair training though. Like I've already kind of started, but that was a while back, so I kind of forgot everything. So I'm kind of like starting fresh all over again, and I don't know anything about styling hair. So it'll be cool. The girl that's training me, I've always like admired her work whenever I work with her. So that's like my main fear is like I do their hair and then the second I leave, shit starts to fall out. It gets ruined, and then I'm the person who has now ruined their wedding day. You know, like I don't wanna be that person. Oh my god, I have literally no idea. I kind of want to do like a soft eye, but then like bold wing liner with like glitter in it. But I feel like that's not glam enough. Like last holiday meeting was literally just in our store and we all just wore pajamas. So this one's like real high maintenance compared to last year. But the year before that, it was also at the same hotel that it's at this year. And it was like super fancy. But a little bit more about me. I was born in San Luis Obispo, California. And I spent the first half of my life living in California as well, in Rio Grande. And then from there I moved to Santa Maria, and I lived there until I was 11, or 12. Let's see, I moved in 2000, I was 11, because we moved in 2005, up to Redmond, Oregon, which is where I spent the next 8 years of my life, I think. 7 years of my life, 7. I graduated in 2012 from high school, and then I moved up here to Portland in 2012 for college, and I just graduated this year. So I graduated in 4 years, which was really awesome. And I got a degree in advertising management, business. And now I have no idea what I'm going to do with my life. So trying to figure that out. I don't even know what to do with tonight, let alone the rest of my life. She feels me. For contour, I'm going to use the Anastasia Contour Kit. So yeah, I live in Central Oregon. And then moved here. And I've been living with my boyfriend for almost 3 years now. After we moved out of like campus housing. It's so crazy to think that in one more year, come January, me and my boyfriend will be together for 10 years. Granted, it was on and off because, you know, children are children, but like in middle school and stuff. But it's just crazy, like 10 years together. 10 years of ups and downs. Crazy. Crazy. I know I'm not someone who could like go out and date a bunch of different people. It's just nice that I found someone with such deep connection to them so young, because then I didn't have to do that, because I would not be able to do that kind of thing. Look, one of her ears is like super pricked up. Just one. I guess right now both of them are. But it's so funny when it's just one of them. Hey, don't be eating my hair. So this one ear is like super like stiff. This one's still kind of floppy, but just this one, super stiff. It's so funny. But she looks less like little. I feel like in the last time she was in, she looked so like young, but now she's like a dog, you know? Look, oh yay. Today I'm gonna use the shade Mod, which is this guy up here. So yeah, I don't know what else to talk about. I'm one of 6 kids. My parents had quite a few children. I'm the second youngest, so I have a little brother, but that's it. Everyone else is older than me. I have more brothers than I do sisters. I only have 1 sister. And the rest are all guys. My parents have a farm and they have a ton of animals. So right now I'm going in with frappe. So my camera cut off because it overheated, but all I did was deepen up the crease with a little bit of cherry cola and Bitten by Makeup Geek. And then I went in and darkened up a little bit more with Americano and Corrupt by Makeup Geek as well into the crease. So now that I have that done, I'm going to go and clean up the eyelid area, and then I'm going to buff out the black like above my crease a little bit more as well. This little punch isn't letting me do that right now. So my camera is about to die. So I'm gonna finish up this eye, just cleaning it up and then packing on a little bit of a neutral eyeshadow. And then I'm gonna go do my hair while my camera charges a little bit, and I will be right back. So I finally did my hair, and I ended up putting just some glitter from MAC. This is the Rocky Horror Picture Show edition, but it's just their gold glitter over that. So I'm gonna just curl my lashes and apply some highlighter, and I should be done because I really have to go. I'm running super late, but I don't know. I feel like I look so weird in cut creases. I feel like it's just because I have such big eyes, but I mean, I can't really go back now, right? I'm using the Marc Jacobs mascara. I really need to throw this guy away because it's pretty old, but I just can't let it go. I have so many other open mascaras though, and I literally only use this one every single day for the past couple months, and it's time. People at this brunch place are gonna think I'm a lunatic, or I'm just super like bougie or something. I don't know. They're gonna be like, this girl's not from Portland. For highlighter, I'm gonna use the Sleek palette because it's so pretty. And I love this like purpley color right here the most. I like to mix that with the white. So beautiful. And for my lips, I'm gonna use Cosmo by Hailey's Lip Whip collaboration with Beauty Bakery in the shade Salt Caramel Mocha. Okay, perfect. I love this guy so much. And here we have the finished look. Like I said, I feel like I look so odd in cut creases because I just have so much lid space and so much going on. It just always looks so odd to me. I just feel like there's a lot, but it's all good. The theme is glam, so I'm trying to go pretty glam. Whether or not I'm actually achieving that, who knows, but this is my version of glam. I'm not someone who likes to be like super glammed up. I like to be more laid back. Comfort and casual are my like main priorities. So yeah, that's kind of like what I wanted to do for my holiday meeting. Now off to go look like a damn fool at the brunch place and then at my meeting. And then I will go on to the Sephora meeting after that. So thanks for getting ready with me. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you guys enjoy this Get Ready With Me. I just wanted to film something that's pretty easy for me to film. That way I don't have to worry about like being super precise and like making sure that I'm in the right angle and in the right spot. Just because it takes up more time that way, and I didn't really have a whole ton of time this morning. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Please let me know if you did by either commenting below or liking this video. If you guys have any tips for cut creases, I would love to know. So let me know those as well in the comments. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.